Okay, so last night in the Senate, the report of the inquiry into the Age Regulation Code, which is the regulations that the E-Safety Commissioner is going to be using to implement the age ban on social media starting 10 December, came out. So this report was 81 pages long. It was actually 3 separate reports. So you had the majority report from Sarah Hanson-Young, Andrew Pocock, and other independent senators. Then you had the Labor senator report from the 2 Labor senators on the committee, and you had the Liberal senators report. So they wrote 2 what are called dissenting reports. The majority report argued that the implementation of the age restriction social media ban should be pushed off for 6 months until June 2026. Now, they argued that for a whole range of reasons, including concerns around privacy, including concerns around the ability to implement the technology successfully. And they also made other recommendations which I don't support, like a digital duty of care and some other pretty lefty things. But the fact that they have argued for pushing off this ban is a great thing. Now, I mentioned there were 2 minority dissenting reports from the major parties. What did they say about pushing off or delaying the social media ban? Well, as may not surprise you to learn, they argued very strongly in favour of rejecting that recommendation. They want the social media ban to still go ahead. So ultimately, even though this was a great outcome from the committee, from the Senate committee, it was a Senate committee that wasn't controlled by either of the major parties, and the major parties still seem intent on acting as one when it comes to this terrible set of regulations and the terrible bill and the terrible E-Safety Commission that supports it. So it's a win in the sense that it allows us and others to argue that this should be pushed off, but it seems that the government is still determined to go ahead and doesn't care whether or not this is going to work, doesn't care whether or not it's going to put people's privacy at risk, and essentially just wants to crash through at all costs to get this implemented. So it looks like we're still on track for a very censorship Christmas, but I'll keep you guys updated if I hear anything further. As always, join the Libertarian Party, join the Free Speech Union, and get on the barricades to fight for free speech.